As we start with all our guests, we know you're as Tyler Ward.
Yes.
Man of industry. Why would you describe yourself to people who
Man
don't
of
know
Welsh
you?
heritage.
Yeah.
First Welshman we've had on.
Yeah, siarad
Probably.
Cymraeg. Cymru am beth.
Lad, no one speaks parcel tongue.
Well, there'll be some Welsh.
All our Welsh listeners there are understanding. Tyler.
You know you're big in the Welsh scene. Come on, guys.
So describe yourself, Tyler. Who are you? What you do? How old are you? All that,
I'm 26. I'm from a very small...
Like a Cilla Black dating video. What's your age and where'd you come from?
No likey, no likey.
ASL.
Fucking hell. Right, yeah, so...
Yeah, 26 from North Wales, a little town called Flint, in Flintshire. I went to uni with Ryan, and we'll go into that, but yeah, I'm now in industry. We left uni, you always get this wrong, but
I always get this wrong.
2018, I believe.
Tyler is ESI's
Did you hear
biggest
that
fan.
lad on the podcast the other week?
Just she makes up, doesn't he?
I think I left uni in 2009. A week later, yeah, I left uni about 2018. It's like...
Yeah, so I've known you ever since uni. That's where we met. No, we've been mates ever since.
We've physically known each other since 2015.
Yeah, it would have been.
You're on the same maths degree. Weren't
Yeah,
you?
we weren't like we weren't like
No,
pally well with each other. Not that we didn't like each other, just we weren't.
It was the first Anglesey trip.
It was when we went to Anglesey in February 16.
That was absolutely chaos.
Yeah,
trip.
and that's where I think me and Ryan sort of
yeah.
formed a bond that weekend. That
It
I don't
was.
think.
Do you want to say what it was like? You know when people go to war and they form bond.
Yeah,
Band
like
of
in
brothers.
battle.
Yeah, it was like that.
Like you've got that connection.
You get
right?
those sayings, don't you? Like you only truly know a man when you're sat in a trench room with
In a
bullets
foxhole.
flying over.
Tyler, as I said, he's a massive fan of the ESI podcast, so he knows what's coming next. The watchers, the listeners, they probably know what's coming next. We've got a guest on. We've got to ask the 3 icebreaker questions. And just for a bit of context for everyone listening, he's been fucking researching these. He came in before and he's like, lad, I've been back and forth with these all day.
Tyler's been making the sandwiches, man, and tasting them.
He has,
Seeing
just
what
to
ones are
confirm.
hitting.
So the first question then. What's your favourite sarnie?
Right, so and ah'd on this. I did have one of my favourite sarnies on the way in from the local bussy shop in Flint.
On the way into this podcast.
Yeah, market research. But I'm not going to go for that, even though big up the lunchbox.
What did you have? What's not making the top
So
spot?
this is my go-to sandwich when I'm in
On the
Flint,
move.
and you know, like
Yeah.
we got a Subway, but I don't go there. So
Subway
what I
shit,
get
lad.
is I get a chicken. So I get a white balm,
Yeah.
big
Crusty.
Nah, soft.
Soft balm.
Yeah, it's like
it?
it's huge. It's like the size of your head.
Yeah.
I have chicken, ham, and spring onion,
Okay.
coleslaw,
Yeah.
cheese, salt and pepper.
That's not the top spot though, is it?
No, that's not the top
what-
spot.
That's your daily driver.
That's what I'll have. I have that every Saturday.
Yeah.
Or when I go for my haircut, I get that.
Drop the coleslaw, that's all right.
Nah, you gotta have coleslaw. on a
So
bus.
chicken,
Not a fan.
ham, white bap, salt and pepper, coleslaw, cheese, spring onion.
Salt and pepper.
Why spring onion?
Because they've got it in a mix, and it's chicken. They've got loads of mixes. They've got like Louisiana chicken.
Like,
and
is it
everything.
like Eat for Less?
It's sort of like that,
like Eat for Less in Liverpool.
but not like crap.
So what's top
Yeah, I was gonna
spot?
say,
And
what
if
is-
that's not top, what's
So
top?
a top spot for me is a ham Reuben.
The fuck me, he's a ham Reuben?
That's some
Never
Welsh
had a
thing,
ham
is it?
Reuben.
No.
The fuck's a Reuben, lad? That's a name.
It's the type of sandwich. So it's like a good crusty sourdough slices, and you have like
It's not an open top sarnie, is
no,
it?
it's in.
If it was open top sign, I'd be this podcast.
You can have like salt beef or pastrami in there, but it's got to be some sort of good meat, like a cured salt beef or
Like an Italian cured
yeah,
ham.
but not like a ham, not like a spicy, nothing like that, not like a sausage, but like a beef, like a corned beef type, but not corned beef.
Like a brisket.
Something like
cured
that. Yeah, like a
brisket.
Right,
proper
yeah, so,
good thing.
so we've got the salted
Yeah.
salted brisket.
American mustard, just a drizzle, sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut's nice, lads.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had it, mate.
Where's this? Go on, what else is there?
Sauerkraut, dill pickles,
That's over the top on the vinegar.
dill pickles, and some sort of Swiss cheese. So like a
Holy cheese.
yeah, what's the one?
Edam.
Stuff like a white holy cheese, you know, like a
Yeah,
cheese
yeah.
like that, and toast.
So you said holy cheese. I thought you meant like, oh.
Hey, here's a mad shout. You know Swiss cheese? It's getting less holy.
Yeah, because there's nothing to do with carbon dioxide. Is that a Tom Scott video?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I thought
So basically they're making
I am also a nerd.
they're making the cheese too pure. So it's the carbon dioxide bubbles in the cheese which cause the holes.
And then when you slice it, it's got holes in.
Yes, but because it's the impurities which the carbon dioxide focuses round and goes up, so because they're making the cheese better and better, there's less holes.
Yeah.
So when they're slicing
It's
it,
because
there's only
it's because the
few-
factories now are so clean.
So hold on then, like, just to go back over that. That's an official sandwich, and you had a
That's
name
an
for it.
actual, it's a ham Reuben, yeah. You can buy it somewhere in town, or you might know it as like a salt beef bagel or something like that.
Sauerkraut's nice though, lads.
I don't think I've ever.
It's
German,
like it's cabbage, lads, like fermented in a jar.
Like
German,
like pickles and stuff.
like a bit, yeah, pickly.
That's sort of like Eastern Europe, Germany, Poland.
Poland
sort of
have it on sausages and that, lads, and it's just like, if you like gherkiny flavours, lad, and like
pickled onions,
pickled
pickled
onions,
beetroot,
lads.
stuff like that.
I'll have to give it a go. I'll have to give it a go.
Nice with meat though, innit?
You'd like that sandwich, I reckon.
Yeah, lads, I like it.
That sounds very much a bit of you, though.
Yeah, lads.
Glad it
But
makes
it's like a sandwich where everything you've got like the bit of the heat from the mustard, although it's American mustard. You've got the pickles, the meat, the sweetness of it just all goes together.
You know what, lads? That's the best sandwich you've had.
It's the most creative.
My mouth's watering because like that, the beef, the pure beef,
See, no,
the
so-
sauerkraut.
But I am a
Someone said
foodie.
club. Someone said a club sarnie.
That was you.
No, somebody else said
You
it.
said
I'm sure,
club
yeah.
sarnie?
And I'm
Club
sure somebody else
sarnies
has
are
said
too
it.
basic.
Get some.
If you go wrong a bit, lads, sometimes you go somewhere
I had a
and
club
it's
sarnie
dry.
holiday once and it had egg on it.
Yeah, because that's not a club sarnie, then, is it? That's some rogue interpretation of the rules.
It's chicken and lettuce under bacon. That's what I was always told.
Yeah, and then you have like 2 stacks. Anyway, enough sarnie chat.
Enough
Enough sarnie chat.
Yeah, all
The
day.
best one. The next one. The second question.
So we're saying ham
asking
Reuben's
this
the best
of you.
sandwich. Yeah, well,
Ham Reuben.
thank you.
I'm giving you top spot, lads.
Top spot so far.
I'll take that. 10 out of 10.
What is your worst job? Second question.
Oh God.
What's the job where you think I wouldn't go back if
I
you
reckon
give me
Ryan's got an opinion on this.
But I reckon the first one you had out of uni's got to be up there.
That G4S. I don't know. Do people go through their job history at this point, or is that going later
Basically,
on?
people tend to
Well,
gravitate
everyone says
towards.
the first job, but my first job was working at Asda, and it's probably my favourite job.
Don't say that then.
No, but like
Hey, Sam,
like
you've
Ian, like
solved
worked
it.
at Morrison's, and he said it was like the worst job ever. I loved Asda, like it was like the best job ever because your missus worked at Asda as well, didn't she?
Yeah.
So we years ago we used to go on about it and stuff, but yeah, I enjoyed Asda. But then obviously I was at Asda while I was in uni, and then carried on after. So we're talking 2018, and I got a job in start of 2019 working for a company called G4S, most notably known for fucking up the Olympics.
Did they?
The security at the Olympics. No,
Did they
no,
actually,
the army got pulled in to do the security because
No.
they won the
Oh,
contract.
I remember
they run the
that,
prisons,
lads.
don't they? The G4S run the prisons, don't they?
Yeah, lads.
So they ended up doing the Olympics.
In the 2012 Olympics, they brought the army in,
and they had
lads,
to bring
yeah.
they had to
actually,
vote the army because they couldn't fulfil it all.
He took the
Shit.
contract on, lad, and couldn't do it properly, yeah.
So what were you doing
But
there?
that wasn't me. So G4S.
That wasn't me.
2012.
About 12 when the Olympics was on.
On Ryan's clock, we were in uni then, in 2012. No, so G4S is split up into two, so you got like security and you also got like the cash side, and you'll probably know it all as like, when you see go in the Asda and
Yeah,
you got them in like the
The
body
dudes
armour.
in the big vans with the helmets on.
Nah, I was in the office. I did like operations and transport for there, but you got to think I was fresh out of uni. I was 21, and you're dealing with people that are like ex-military because people that do that have come from the army. They've got all their licenses to drive the big vans through the army, and it's like a security job. So a lot of the people in there are ex-military, and I felt like I held my own well, but it was just a very challenging job for me. Where I was in uni at the time, where I wanted to really go out into the world and achieve something, I felt like it wasn't a job where. I thought it was like a lot of like, this is the way we do it, and that's
There's no change.
there was no opportunity for me to express my personality in that job. And
What was your exact role?
So I had two. So I started off working in Bradford. So I moved to Bradford, and that was in operations. So like trip planning, rota planning. Making sure we got the right people in for the right days and stuff. I moved over to Liverpool, and that was more like it was sold to me like a data and transport role. So like looking at ways to use transport to make trips more efficient, because basically using my degree. But I was put on the transport, so like being like a transport assistant, so like helping out like tachographs and assigning the vans, vehicle servicing and stuff, just helping out the transport manager. And then I started moving on to some projects to do with like efficiency, increasing efficiency and like loading and unloading times. And I was running that project, but then that was like February 2020, and then COVID hit.
So why did you hate it?
It just wasn't me. I feel like every job I go to, I apply myself to completely, like, and I feel like I fit in everywhere. There's not a job where I felt out of place or, you know, I've had a run-in with any management
What you
or
did
anything.
there, you felt a bit...
It's not like I had any run-in with management, it just wasn't me.
You felt out of place, though.
Yeah, it was just a job that, like, I used to, you know when you say to yourself sometimes that, like, I'm in this job, but am I gonna make any real difference here? Probably not.
Yeah, like you're you're turning the handle.
Yeah.
Turning the handle.
Like it was a business that made money and we're all right.
It was good at making money the way it did it, and they didn't want to change
yeah,
it.
there was no business leaders in there being like, right,
We need to rock the boat.
let's
here.
change everything.
Yeah.
But then COVID come along and a lot of businesses got that anyway. But I was put on furlough and made redundant, so...
But lad, I remember though when you were doing that job, lad, it just took like.
Oh yeah, it was
I
horrible.
didn't see you, because the
It was
hours
horrible.
were terrible.
Yeah,
and
so you'd be
time sapping.
I was commuting from Flint.
Every day to Bradford?
So no, I used to go up on a Monday and back on a Friday.
Oh.
I had a place over there, so I like fully committed. Like, but that's like sort of my mentality. I commit to something if I need to. But yeah. So like you'd go in for like 5 a.m. So I was leaving mine at like 3 on a Monday morning. Get in, work till like 2. Then like you're just knackered all day then, because like you're going in and like I'm not talking like, I know people say like, you work till 6, but like this was me fresh out of uni, never known anything, and I was grafting. Like for me, like I'm not saying it's the hardest job in the world, but for me it was complete graft.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like in at 6 sit at a desk. I was like running around and making sure things. It was an operations job, so you're making sure the operation's constantly running.
Yeah.
That's your job. So yeah, it was like completely took it out of me for a first job.
Yeah.
But yeah, even when I went to Liverpool, I moved back home and I was doing the commute here every day. So it was like
And even that's a good half.
it's good 45
Yeah, it's not a short journey,
yeah,
like.
yeah,
But yeah, so we'll get more onto the job cycle in a bit.
yeah.
When
But yeah,
we get into the
that job,
G4S was the worst job
not because of any management roles or anything, but just because
of what it was.
It wasn't me,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's just the way it is.
So basically, G4S, you're a bunch of mugs.
He's like, I didn't. Those are the opinions of the ESI podcast, and not my own.
I can't knock it because there's.
Oh, you just knocked it for 10
No, I
minutes,
cannot,
brother.
but there's some good guys at that G4S, and there's people in there that really looked after me while I was there.
Yeah.
And
It just wasn't for you.
the
was it?
moves from Bradford to Liverpool wouldn't have happened if it weren't for certain people. They know who they are if they're listening. But yeah,
Belter. So the last one then in the breaking the ice. You feeling fancy? You're hosting a dinner party.
You always say like, you feel
You
fancy.
feeling fancy? You feeling a bit? Oh, I want to feel upmarket. Hosting a dinner party.
yeah.
3 people, dead or alive. Who you're having? Go.
So there's going to be a theme here. I've not. You know something? You say I've overthought these questions. I haven't thought of this one.
Well, this is the best one to not think about.
I go
It
off
just
that thing of
comes.
like you go what's it somebody say like a comedian, someone that's dead, and like a musician. But no, I definitely choose someone like Ricky Gervais.
Yeah,
I know he's
big
popular,
shout.
but I think with Ricky it's like he's a comedian, but he has some really like whether you agree with him or not,
You could talk to him and
there's some honest belief that he's got behind what he says. And he's probably quite
Yeah.
passionate. So
It's funny as fuck.
I'd say
as well.
Gervais. I gotta say Vincent Company.
Yeah, lad.
Vincent Company and Ricky Gervais.
Nah,
To be fair, Vincent Company's such an intelligent fella.
Vincent
isn't he?
Company's a very
You'd
intelligent
have
man.
a bell to convo with him, you
in the
know.
Prem
Plus,
now,
plus
isn't
he plays for City, and obviously I'm a massive City fan. But what I think about Vincent is, if you ever hear him talk, he's very knowledgeable. He does
That's
a
what I
lot for
mean,
the
yeah.
community of Manchester.
He's very well spoken, isn't he?
He's done like business.
He's got degrees,
He's
yeah.
done business degrees, and not like honorary degrees, like actual degrees.
When he was at Man City,
Yeah, like
degrees.
posts and stuff.
Yeah.
He's a proper clever kid.
And
Also, when he was playing footy, he was doing degrees.
yeah, and he's like an adopted Mancunian. So, and he does a lot for. He's got charities to help homelessness in Manchester with like Andy Burnham and stuff. So he's a genuine good guy. So
Well, so that's... Okay, then Company, Gervais.
Company Gervais.
You look like Ricky Gervais. Have you seen that?
And can you have a band, or has it got to be one person?
Cool. Do we allow groups? We're going to allow the first
That's
group.
right. I'll have one. I'll have Roger Daltrey.
Roger Daltrey from The Who.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
think he's had some life, hasn't
He has. He was asking for you the other day.
No, it wasn't
George.
asking for the Who.
George,
he?
yeah. I was
Because
gonna-
he had the Who as his last song.
and he was in a Who
He
cover
was
band.
in a Who cover band.
Yeah.
He was
So-
like, I think I was Roger Daltrey on the
Roger
stage.
Daltrey, Vincent Company, Ricky Gervais.
That's up there with the... I'd tell you what, Anya's was really good. I can't remember who she said, but I remember...
She invited a cat.
But, and...
Scrappy the cat. Scrappy the cat, a family member, and Taylor Hawkins, wasn't it?
Yeah.
From
It was
the
quite
Foo
cool,
Fighters.
like, but yeah.
I feel like everyone, it's one of them ones where like you can't say one's better than another because everyone has their own reasons
No,
for it, isn't
defo.
it?
Defo.
Well,
But
then you said-
I think we're definitely going to try.
When you said Ricky Gervais, then, lads, it always makes you think when, who's the guy on fucking X Factor years ago, the Irish host, the Irish judge? Louis Walsh. Some contestant was on. I went, you just don't have that star quality. You look like Ricky Gervais. And then Ricky Gervais put a video up on Twitter going, you look like Ricky Gervais. As if it's the worst thing in the world to look like me. As if you're never going to make it. You look too much like...
Yeah, you like Ricky Gervais, you fuck.